Imagine boarding a plane in one part of your country and landing 9 hours later without even crossing an international border. For most people, that sounds impossible. But in Russia, it's completely normal. Russia spans 11 time zones, stretching across more than 17 million square kilometers. Its territory extends from the Baltic Sea in Europe all the way to the Pacific Ocean in Asia. But this raises an important question. How did Russia become so enormous in the first place? To answer the question, we have to travel back more than 400 years. In the late 16th century, Russia was far smaller than the giant nation we know today. Beyond the Ural Mountains lay Siberia, a vast wilderness of forests, rivers, and untapped resources. In 1581, a small force of around 530 Cossacks led by Yermak Timofeyevich crossed into these lands. They weren't searching for territory alone. They were searching for wealth. At the time, fur was one of the most valuable commodities in Europe. Sable fox and lynx pelts were so profitable that they became known as soft gold. The demand was enormous, and Siberia was filled with it. But conquering such a massive region presented a challenge. Fortunately for the Cossacks, Siberia possessed something that would change history: rivers. Rather than fighting their way through endless forests, they used vast river networks as natural highways. Rivers such as the Tobol, Irtysh, Ob, Yenisei, and Lena allowed explorers to travel thousands of miles deep into continent. What could have taken centuries happened within decades. As the explorers advanced eastward, the Russian state followed. Fortified settlements known as ostrogs were built along key rivers, serving as military bases, administrative centers, and trading hubs. Soon after came waves of settlers, farmers, traders, political exiles, and prisoners. Siberia was slowly transformed from a distant frontier into an integral part of Russia. By the 18th century, Russian expansion had reached the Pacific Ocean. The result was one of the largest territorial expansions in human history. But Russia's immense size did more than create 11 time zones. It also gave the country powerful advantages. Russia's vast distances create what military strategists call strategic depth. Throughout history, invading armies have struggled to conquer the country because of the sheer amount of territory they had to cross. Both Napoleon in 1812 and Nazi Germany in 1941 advanced deep into Russia, only to find themselves overstretched, exhausted, and vulnerable. Russia's size also provides enormous wealth. Beneath its territory lies some of the world's largest reserves of oil, natural gas, coal, timber, and valuable minerals. These resources have helped make Russia one of the world's most important energy producers and have given it significant influence in global markets. Yet this size comes with challenges. Managing a country that spans 11 time zones is incredibly difficult. Coordinating transportation, government administration, business operations, and infrastructure across such vast distances is a constant challenge. So why does Russia have 11 time zones? The answer lies in centuries of expansion driven by trade, exploration, and geography. What began with a small group of Cossacks searching for valuable furs eventually created the largest country on Earth. And today, every one of Russia's 11 time zones serves as a reminder of that extraordinary journey across an entire continent.